So here's what I've learned along the way. I've learned that having a job made me a living, okay? It made me a good living. And how many of you guys still have a job right now? Good, a lot of you. Yeah, and it's fine, okay? Because having a job makes you a living. See, real estate investing is going to make you a fortune, okay? And so, so you can continue with your job and you do investing on the side until your investing consistently make you more money than your job, then you can decide to quit your job. For me, I didn't. It's probably a good thing, but I didn't have a choice. I was laid off. I either do or die. I mean, I had to make it, and so I was very driven. I was very motivated to make it happen. And once you automate your business and you're able to delegate it, okay, you can. I mean, this is where you're gonna get that total freedom that we all want. Freedom from the 9 to 5, and even if you're self-employed, freedom from what I was doing, being self-employed, working 70 hours a week, freedom from that. Who wants that? That's like a glorified job, is what I had. And so, so that's the end goal for me, and I hope that's also the end goal for you is to have this freedom, so that way you can do more things. You can give back when you want to. I mean, I can be up here and do a whole seminar and put out all of this money to rent a hotel. And I don't know if you realize, but I'm serving lunch for all of you for the next 3 days here too. Thank you. Thank you. And be able to do all of that and could care less if I make any money. And if I do make any money, it goes to the Fuller Center. And be able to do, I mean, it's like doing what you love to do, and nothing else matters, and totally focus on that. And like, my wife and I were also talking, because we've been talking a lot about a project that she can do, because she's getting a little bit bored of staying at home all the time. And so we've been talking a lot about a project that she can do, and she likes purses and shoes and a lot. And so I've been trying to come up with ideas along that line. And then today, for some reason, it's just like it just came out, and I said, "Hey, honey, we have kids. You like to work with kids?" She's like, "Yeah, I like to work with kids." And I go, "Not when they cry, though, right?" Because she gets really annoyed when they cry too much. I was like, I have a perfect idea that we can do for kids, and that is, it's like, what if, because Tyler and Austin has so many toys, it's just absolutely insane, and so it's like, what if we open up like a toy library, where kids can come and play with the toys and check the toys out, and it'll be fun, and it's free. It's free for the kids, and in order for them to check anything out, they need to have a local library card. So now it forces them to go and apply for a library card, and it's like, hey, that's a really good idea. I would really love to do that. It's like, well, we can do that anytime you're ready. We can do that now. We have plenty of toys to open. Open up a library. And Tyler in the back seat said, are you talking about my toys? So funny. I said, yes, we are. But, we're going to share it, and then we're going to get you more toys. And so like, see, we have the freedom to do that. We have the total freedom, not only the time to be able to do it, but as well as the financials to be able to do it, and then how that's going to grow. And I came up with that idea is because I saw how Tyler develop. Like I said, Tyler learns more from home than he did in school. And when he's at home, he's mostly playing with games. But the games that he plays with are educational games, like pbskids.org, nickjr.com, where they teach him ABCs, and they teach him to count. They teach him all of these logics and memory match. And then of course he also has his other toys that are not educational, but they allows him to be creative, so we always, the way we view of teaching our kids or educating them has always been about books, which is pretty boring stuff, right? I mean, who wants to, there's not many kids that want to read books all the time, right? Unless you develop them from very small age. But how about we just have a library that has a lot of educational-based toys, and also some just creative toys, and let that build their learning process. And then one of the projects that I've been wanting to do for a long, long time, just haven't put all the pieces together, and it's coming closer and closer, is that I wanted to start a business school for teenagers. So, teenagers up to 21 years old can come to the school and learn for free. And so I can easily see how having a toy library can build into that. And then for the older kids, I'm also working with a friend of mine, Ken Edmonds, to develop a program where I can teach the older kids through webinars, about business, and so that's, having a business school that has been my goal for, like, I don't know, I think since I was in college or something like that, because I've always had that entrepreneurship behind me. Like, even in high school, I was buying used computers, fix them up, clean them up and sell them for more. I also, how we wholesale houses nowadays. I used to wholesale cars. So I would buy used cars, I would clean them up, fix them up, and then resell them. I've always had this entrepreneurship drive inside of me, and I want to be able to share that with others, so that way they too can be independent, independent from any jobs. Can have that financial freedom and that freedom that they want. Because the truth is, as much as I hate to admit, for as long as you have a job, you will really never have security, because it's out of your control. Okay, even if you work for Google and IBM, look at Enron, right? Enron was a huge company. And so for as long as you still have a job, you're still dependent on someone else writing your check. Okay, and so I want to teach people, as many people as possible, to become independent of that, so that way they have the freedom that they deserve.